Hey there, welcome to TakeNote. Today, we will be talking about 4 functional groups and their roles in biochemistry. First, let's get an overview of what functional groups are. Functional groups are a collection of atoms that form a specific structure on a carbon backbone. Each type of organic molecule has its own functional group. These groups hold many special properties, which make the fundamental parts of a biochemical system. Some of the biological systems where functional groups play a critical role include the 4 macromolecules: DNA, proteins, carbohydrates, and lipids. There are 4 functional groups that I want to cover today. These are hydroxyl, methyl, carboxyl, and amino groups. The chemical properties of functional groups oftentimes have a very strong effect on the overall chemical properties of the organic molecule that they are a part of. Usually, the rest of the molecule is written as R when a functional group is drawn. The first of the functional groups on our list is hydroxyl. Hydroxyl is normally written as R-OH, as it is an oxygen bound to a hydrogen and bound to the backbone of its organic molecule. Hydroxyl is a polar functional group, meaning the electrons shared between the oxygen and the hydrogen are not shared equally, as the oxygen has a much stronger pull. This makes hydroxyl extremely keen to form hydrogen bonds. Due to its polar properties and ability to form hydrogen bonds, hydroxyl groups often make the molecules they are a part of hydrophilic or soluble in water. Hydroxyl groups are extremely abundant in sugars and alcohols. The next functional group on our list is methyl. Methyl is normally written as R-CH3, as it is a carbon bound to 3 hydrogens and bound to the backbone of its organic molecule. Methyl is a nonpolar functional group, meaning the electrons shared between the carbon and the hydrogens are shared equally. Methyl is very able to form nonpolar interactions with other nonpolar molecules. Due to its nonpolar and uncharged properties, methyl groups are hydrophobic and not soluble in water. The next of the functional groups on our list is carboxyl. Carboxyl is normally written as R-COOH, as it is a carbon with a double bond to an oxygen and a single bond to another oxygen, which is bound to a hydrogen. Carboxyl is a negatively charged functional group because it is a weak acid. This means that the functional group is keen to donating protons from its OH group. The charged properties of the carboxyl group also make it hydrophilic, and the molecule it is a part of soluble in water. Carboxylic acids are very prominent in living organisms and are usually found as the proton donor on many key acids, such as amino acids and fatty acids, which carry a wide range of roles in living systems. The last of the functional groups on our list for today is the amino group. Amino or amine groups are normally written as R-NH2, as it is a nitrogen bound to 2 hydrogens and bound to the backbone of its organic molecule. Amines are a positively charged functional group because they are basic. This means that the functional group is keen to accepting protons and forming an NH3+ group. The charge properties of the amino group also make it hydrophilic and the molecules it is a part of soluble in water. Amino groups are a biological base and help to maintain the 3D structure of large molecules and define which bases pair in DNA. Most especially, amino groups are found on neurotransmitters and generally the most abundant form of nitrogen in biological systems. Those 4 functional groups are extremely essential to everyday processes in living things. There are still plenty of more groups to cover, but I hope I have gotten you ready with some of the most important ones today. If you want to watch more videos such as this one, be sure to like and subscribe and continue to tune into TakeNote.